Welcome to our broadcast, guys. Welcome. We're just starting right now. How's it going? All of my favorite people. We're back again, yet again, with another live broadcast. My name is Z. I am your host. Please, guys, kindly make sure that if you're watching us right now, you subscribe to the channel. And I also have a QR code to our WhatsApp group. Please also scan that and join our WhatsApp group. So, a very good afternoon to you guys. I hope you can hear me and I hope clearly you can see me clearly. So, we just today we're going to talk about first solar. Does anybody here know about first solar? Have you ever heard about them? So, we're going to be talking about first solar, and our presentation contains 21 slides. So it's just going to be a very short presentation, but I hope also you guys can just tune in and stay. Anything you want to ask about, you can drop your comments in the comment section and I will respond to you in real time. You know what we do over here? Basically, over here, we are looking at different companies. We're looking at their history, their financial background. We're also looking at their position in the stock exchange, how well their stocks are performing, and many other attributes about the company. So today's company that we've chosen for you is First Solar. So this whole live stream is going to be covering First Solar. You know, solar energy is quite big all over the world, especially with the increasing power rates. Power now, electric power is a bit more expensive than in previous decades. So it's nice to have solar as a alternative to normal power, the power that we use to electricity. So solar power is pretty big all over the world. So without further ado, let's just move on and talk about the First Solar. Let's find out who they are. Let's find out how they've been doing generally. Okay. So that is our flow chart. Excuse me, let me just move this here. So obviously we're going to have the company's profile. We're going to look at the company, where they started, where they are doing, what's new in their business. We're also going to look at company analysis, a bit of more of some financial things that are going on there, technical and financial analysis. And lastly, we're going to finish off with our summary. So let's get to work. So let's get into the company profile. Let's really see what this company is all about. Let's see the milestones they've covered. So their company profile. Allow me again to move my camera. I may just, I'll just be comfortable down here. So there you go. First Solar. So First Solar is registered and established in Delaware. Out there in Delaware, we have a lot of companies that are registered there. Out there in Delaware, I think Delaware is big on having companies that register there. The company is a leading solar technology company in the United States, one of the leaders in the solar industry or in the solar sector, the United States, and a global provider of photovoltaic solar solutions. So they are produce solar products, okay, and they are actually a leader in the United States, and they're a global leader in providing those photovoltaic solar solutions. The company, number one, it develops. Number two, what does it do? It manufactures. Number three, they sell photovoltaic solar modules with advanced thin film semiconductor technology in research and development laboratories in California and in Ohio. So they are present in two states, California and Ohio. which provides a high performance, a low carbon alternative to traditional crystalline silicon photovoltaic solar modules. So they are the difference. They're doing something that a few of these industry players in the solar sector are not doing. So they're offering a superior product and a superior service. So that is their competitive advantage, right? Um, the company, so anybody in who's in solar who's watching, please tell us what's the difference between the products that are being offered by the competition and this product that's being offered by First Solar. I'd like to know, please leave a comment. Okay. So the company is the world's largest manufacturer of thin film photovoltaic solar modules. Thin film photovoltaic solar modules. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, so there are different types of solar panels, right? And these are, but this company is the leader in this type of solar panels, okay? Thin film, I'm not in this industry, so I can never know. The company is, but after this, I'm gonna go and know, okay? The company is the world's largest manufacturer of thin film photovoltaic solar modules and also the largest photovoltaic solar module manufacturer in the Western Hemisphere, in the whole entire Western. So they are a global giant. They are the leader, or the largest manufacturer of thin film photovoltaic solar modules, and also the largest manufacturer in the whole Western world, in the whole Western Hemisphere. Now, First Solar. So when were they founded? So First Solar were founded in 1999, some 25 years ago, and is headquartered in Temple, Arizona, USA. That is where they are stationed. That is where they're headquartered. As one of the world's largest manufacturers of thin film solar modules, the company focuses on cadmium telluride, which is the thin film, photovoltaic technology, designing, manufacturing, and operating and selling photovoltaic solar modules, as well as developing, designing, constructing, and operating solar power generation projects. So it's kind of like split into their business model, what they do. But they do a lot of designing and manufacturing, and a lot of selling and a lot of construction. So First Solar's products are known for their high efficiency and low cost. Okay, so they're offering a product that's superior in efficiency and also beneficial. It's a cost effective. Okay, it saves you money. Okay, it's low cost. So probably if you're looking at getting solar products, you should be the first company that should be on your mind should be First Solar, right? By the end of 2008, its production capacity had reached an average annual output of 47.7 megawatts per production line. And in 2000, it became the world's first solar company with a production capacity of over 1 gigawatt. The company's business covers North America, Asia, Europe, and the Middle East, committed to providing sustainable and environmentally friendly solar products. So they are present almost everywhere except Australia, Africa, but they are in America, they're in Europe, they're in the Middle East, and they're also present in Asia. Okay, so if some of you guys are wanting to break into other markets that these guys are not breaking into, please go uh, you have a what's the word? Okay, you have a go ahead. Okay, please go and establish a solar company out there. Be the first to establish a big solar company out there in places like Africa and Australia. So let's move on with our live broadcast. Let's see what else they are into. So there you go. Let's go into the company analysis. Power demand surge. So there's been an increase in the demand of power. There's been an increase in power consumption. We use power every day, every time, every day, every moment. People are using power. Okay, so there's been an upsurge in the use of power, something that electricity alone cannot be able to cover. So that's why solar is very, very important. The combination of artificial intelligence technology, AI is everywhere, and renewable energy demand will become strong. In just a moment. The combination of artificial intelligence technology and renewable energy demand will become a strong growth booster for the solar energy industry. A report from UBS, they are an economist, they are an analyst, shows that by 2027, the electricity demand for artificial intelligence applications may double First Solar's earning, reaching a 36.74 dollars per share. This significant increase is due to the increasing demand of electricity in artificial intelligence data centers, which require about 10 times more electricity than conventional data operations. So AI, when we hear about AI, we're just thinking of AI, we're just thinking of our mobile phones, we're thinking of our screens, we're thinking of apps. But AI actually, guys, it takes up, artificial intelligence takes up a lot of power. Yes, AI requires a lot of power, okay? So this may drive their earnings per share up, okay? So this is a forecast. So by 2027, which is 3 years from today, the electricity demand for artificial intelligence applications may double First Solar's earnings, reaching $36.74 per share. Okay, so that's positive for them. What else? Let's move on with the show. Let me just try to adjust yeah, there we go. Let's not make it too small. Okay. Okay, so let's state some of these facts that we have. Business areas. So what are their business areas? So we've got solar modules, we've got system project development, EPC services, operation and maintenance, and also energy storage solutions. So these are their 5 key business areas. Let's go solar modules. Number one, first, design and manufacture solar modules using unique cadmium tellurium thin film technology. I do not know anything about this technology, but since they're a world leader and they're the number one company in the Western Hemisphere, and also since they are on 4 out of the 6 continents, then it means that they are using cutting edge technology. Okay, so this cadmium tellurium thin film technology, which has the advantages of low cost and high efficiency compared to traditional silicon based solar panels. So they're using technology, they're using a new technology, they're using a new design for their solar panels, which is great for them. Let's go again. What else do? They do system project development. The company not only manufactures solar panels, but also provides comprehensive project development services. So if you are doing a project, they will swoop in and do your project development on your behalf, including land acquisition. They acquire land, they design, they They also offer construction, maintenance, and project financing. So they are into a host of stuff, right? Yeah. Let's go. They also into EPC services. First Solar provides engineering, procurement, and construction services. So that's what EPC stands for: engineering, procurement, and construction services, providing one-stop solutions for large-scale solar power generating projects. Yeah, there are a lot of projects that generate a lot of power. There is something that came out about China, that they have the largest what? The largest something to do with solar. Let me go. China. Yeah, so China right now on June 2024, it's actually this month. That's why I remember. China activated the world's largest solar power facility, a 3.5 gigawatt installation in Umrichi, Xinjiang, built by Power Construction Corporation of China. This plant produces around 6.9 billion kilowatt hours of electricity annually. Mhm. So China actually has the largest solar power facility right now. Just showing you guys that solar power is becoming popular, and it's here to stay. Okay, so that was just an aside. It has nothing to do with my presentation, but I just wanted to tell you guys that, sometimes I see stuff. Operation and maintenance. Okay, the company also provides operation and maintenance services for solar power generation systems to ensure efficient operation and long-term power output. Okay, so they're not only designing, they're not only constructing, they're not only selling, they also monitor. Okay, they're into the acquisition of land, they design, they construct, they maintain, and they do project financing. So they are really big. No wonder they are the world's biggest manufacturer. Energy storage solutions. With the growth of market demand, solar is popping up everywhere in the world. There's a huge market for solar products. First Solar has also expanded into the field of energy storage, providing storage solutions compatible with solar power generation systems. So this company is no pushover. Let's go again. Allow me to move my camera because it will be blocking the view. I move it so that it doesn't block the view. The key factors for success. So, what are the key factors for success for our First Solar? Okay, so let's see what that is. Differentiated competition. Okay, that product, as you say, they're not making their solar panels based off silicon raw materials. They're using something else, okay, which is called cadmium telluride thin film components. Okay, so photovoltaic cell manufacturing. One, First Solar is renowned for its efficient thin film photovoltaic cell technology, especially in the field of cadmium, in indium, gallium, selenium. There's a lot of arms there. CIGS battery technology. The key success factors include leading thin technology, low cost production processes, and high energy conversion efficiency. Okay, guys, just give me a second. I want to look up something. Mhm. So there's a lot of ions there. We have cadmium and indium and gallium and selenium. Okay, battery technology. So they're into also engineering battery technology. The key success factors include leading thin film technology, low cost production process, and high energy conversion efficiency. Okay, now let's go. At its peak, the market share of thin film batteries was once as high as 30%, but now is down to only 5%, mainly due to the drying up of the first solar energy. The fundamental reason why thin film components have been phased out by crystalline silicon components is that they have been unable to break through efficiency bottlenecks, and coupled with the formation of scale advantages, the price of crystalline silicon has significantly decreased. Excuse me, guys. Having just a little sneeze. So economies of scale, new technology, and many other factors has caused the share to drop, the market share to drop from as high as 30% to 5%. Oh my God. So let's go. The film solar cells are made by attaching a very thin photosensitive material to a glass, stainless steel, or plastic substrate. The material has a high light absorption coefficient, greatly reducing the overall thickness of the battery. Anybody in the comments, anybody watching know about all of this stuff, please tell me, okay? Make sure that you scan you can write in the comments or scan my WhatsApp there, and you can tell me, you can simplify this for me in my WhatsApp, okay? So let's go. The film batteries have developed various technologies. I think I skipped one. The thin film solar cells are made by attaching a very thin photosensitive material to a glass, stainless steel, or plastic substrate. The material has a high light absorption coefficient, greatly reducing the overall thickness of the battery. Thin film batteries have developed various technological routes, including cadmium, telluride, copper, indium, selenium, copper, indium, gallium, selenium, gallium arsenide, and copper, zinc, tin, sulfur. Among them, cadmium telluride is currently the thin film module type with the highest market share. In terms of conversion efficiency, the mass production conversion efficiency of the cadmium telluride thin film battery of First Solar increased from 9.5 at the end of 2006 to 19.7% at the end of 2021, and the laboratory conversion efficiency reached 22.1 at the end of 2021. In terms of production capacity, as of the end of 2021, okay, give me a second, guys. As of the end of 2021, and the laboratory conversion efficiency. In terms of production capacity, as of the end of 2021, the nominal production capacity of First Solar's thin film battery modules was 8.4 gigawatts, including 2.6 gigawatts in the United States, 5.8 gigawatts in Vietnam and Malaysia. The company's guidelines for the end of 2022 to presently 2024 indicate a nominal production capacity of 9.7, 15.6, and 20.5 gigawatts, right? That word, it was in the previous slide. I hope I'm saying it the way it's supposed to be said. It's called, I saw the word previously in the previous slide. Let me try to find it. It's giga something. Must be here, right? Forget it. So it must be gigawatt, right? Oh, I saw it when I Googled something. That word is GW is yeah, gigawatt. Okay, gigawatt. Okay, gigawatt, which is obviously larger than mega. Okay, gigawatt. The company's guideline for the end of 2022 to 2024 indicate a nominal production capacity of 9.7, 15.6, and 20.5 gigawatts, with the increase mainly coming from the United States and India. Among them, the domestic production capacity in the United States at the end of 2022-2024 was 2.8 gigawatts, 5.7 gigawatts, and 11.1 gigawatts, respectively. In terms of production and module production of First Solar in 2021 was 7.9 gigawatts, accounting for 3.6% of the total global photovoltaic module production and over 90% of the global thin film module production. Okay, so all this to me, guys, is Greek. Okay, I just prepared something. Okay, but it's technically all this stuff is basically Greek to me. Okay, I can't really grasp it. Okay, now let's go. So what's next? Oh, you see those men at work, right? You see men at work. Okay, man at work. Okay, we got two buddies. They are installing a panel. Key factors for success. So what are the key factors for success? So First Solar has become the only surviving American photovoltaic company among the top 10. So they're the only American photovoltaic among the top 10 companies, partly due to its insistence on producing thin film modules and not using polycrystalline silicon. Another failed case is SunPower. They are a failed case, which faced years of operational difficulties and business restructuring. After falling out of the top 10 in 2014, it never returned to the top 10. So they have a company called SunPower who basically fell off. Such is life, right? The survival of First Solar is inseparable from the investment of the Walton family, the founder of Walmart. Okay, so these are their key investors. The founder of Walmart, and it abandoned the production expansion plan in the past photovoltaic cycle, thus avoiding huge losses. But fundamentally, the mismatch competition between First Solar and the Chinese companies, China is giving a lot of American companies competition, trust me. As well as their insistence on producing cadmium, telluride, thin film modules may be key to their survival to this day. Of course, another important factor is the strong growth of the European market. Many countries, especially Germany, provide generous subsidies to encourage the use of solar energy. So there are all these factors that are involved. However, First Solar has not been able to escape the ups and downs of the industry. The company suffered a loss of over 100 million in 2019. What are you saying? And then made a profit of approximately 400 million in 2020 and 2021 respectively. So in 2019 they suffered a loss of over 100 million, and in the year 2020 and 2021 they accumulated a profit of approximately 400 million. Last year, which is 2023, the company suffered a loss of 44 million. The company attributes it to fluctuations in freight and transport costs. Okay, so they haven't been spared by the rising cost in transportation and freight. Okay, so this is what is contributing to some of these losses that they are incurring. The story of First Solar tells us that even in such a high cost market, we can still survive through differentiated competition. For companies that cannot compete with top companies in terms of technology, cost, scale, This has certain enlightening significance. Cultivating and maintaining differentiated competitive advantages may be far more important than blindly expanding production and scaling up on homogeneous technological paths. So at least they have a strategy, okay? They, like I did say earlier, they are the difference. Their product is the difference, okay? So instead of try to focus on expansion and all these other plans, they just say, you know what? We have a good product. We have a niche. We have the best product. Let's just focus on this. Let's grow our market based on the product that we're offering, because obviously our product is a lot more superior than the others that are being produced out there. But they're also facing competition from players like China, and also we have a lot of other players emerging out of Europe, particularly in Germany. We did talk about that German companies are subsidizing, providing generous subsidies to encourage the use of solar energy. Okay, so that is also their strategy. Now let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next slide. So what is their strategic transformation? The following is an analysis of some key events and driving factors of First Solar's strategic transformation. Okay, it's just an analysis in response to the increasing global demand for renewable energy. First Solar increased its market expansion globally, especially in the European and Asian markets. So what did they do? We have a timeline here: 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. 2020 all the way to 2024. So in 2017, technological upgrades were carried out in existing production lines to reduce cost and improve efficiency, which helped the company maintain an advantage in price competition. So they did all those changes and they leveraged the price competition. In 2018, the company began to invest more in R&D to explore and develop next generation solar energy technologies, such as more efficient photovoltaic materials and manufacturing technologies. So they took more time in their R&D, invest more, put more money in R&D to come out with new technology. In 2020, in the face of the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic, First Solar still adjusted its strategy and strengthened online and digital services to adapt to changes in the market and operations. Okay, so they went online, strengthened their online and digital platform, because remember, during COVID, no one was working. Things basically moved to online. Okay, we couldn't interact, we couldn't go be with one another like we enjoy now. So everything was just moved to the online platform. And what did they do? They responded. First Solar, they responded accordingly. Okay, they strengthened their online presence, their digital service to adapt the changes in the market and operations. Okay, overall, the strategic transformation of First Solar Company mainly revolves around technological innovation, market expansion, production efficiency improvement, and commitment to sustainable development. These transformation measures enable the company to maintain competitiveness in the global solar market and contribute to the global energy transformation. In the future, the company may continue to explore new technologies like everyone else, expand its business scope, and strengthen its management of environmental impacts to address the challenges and opportunities in the global energy market. Okay, that is a good transformation. That is quite strategic. Oh my God. So let's see. They expanded to India. Okay, so they expanded the business to, excuse me, India. Business expansion to India, creating a excuse me, a carbon-free India. First Solar and Cleantech Solar sign. So the First Solar and Cleantech Solar, I think this is an Indian company. They signed a 15-year electricity purchase agreement. Okay. So First Solar announced positive progress in promoting clean energy in India. The company has partnered with Cleantech Solar to provide renewable energy for its new thin film solar module factory in Tamil Nadu. These two companies have signed a 15 million year power purchase agreement under which Cleantech Solar will build 150 MW of solar and 150 megawatt of solar and 16 megawatt of wind energy in the state. Once put in operation, these power generation assets are expected to generate approximately 7.3 gigawatt hours of electricity, which will be supplied to First Solar's 3.3 gigawatt factory. This measure is expected to meet 70% of the facility's electricity demand. In addition, Cleantech Solar has committed to purchasing 150 megawatts of Indian-made 7 series thin film solar panels from First Solar to power PPA solar modules. The module is expected to be delivered in the first half of 2024. Sujay Ghosh, Vice President and Managing Director of First Solar India, explained. So First Solar is already in India and they are merging, or they came into an agreement with a local Indian company called Cleantech Solar. Okay, our new manufacturing plant in Tamil Nadu not only sets a high benchmark for responsible and sustainable vertical integrated solar manufacturing in India, but also globally. First Solar Tamil Nadu plant aim to reduce its impact on local water resources, relying entirely on the city's tertiary treatment of reverse osmosis water to achieve zero wastewater discharge. Okay, so now we're talking about science. Okay, osmosis, reverse osmosis. Tell me, guys, in the comments, how does that work? As I blow my nose. The factory also has a solar energy recycling facility that uses closed loop semiconductor recycling for new modules and recycles other materials, including aluminum, glass, laminates. This agreement is one of the largest intrastate power purchase agreements in India. And Cleantech Solar has provided its corporate clients with solar, wind, hybrid energy solutions in its renewable energy park in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. I think we are going on to technical analysis now. Allow me once again. This is courtesy of Yahoo Finance. This is where we get our technical analysis from. Okay. So there we go at close, 4 p.m. edit. So at close, they closed at $256.74. And at close, after hours 8 p.m., they closed at $256.21. Jesus Christ. So let's go. 3.1 structure analysis. So this is our weekly chart. Okay. So you can see there's a lot of information here. We have our moving averages. Okay, we have the red one, we have also the purple one, moving averages, and we are tracking from as far back as 2009. You can see at the bottom there, we have our timeline from 2009 to 2024, and also on the other axis, that is basically our pricing there. So you can check out where there was the purple moving average. Um, there you can see it price used to be at $65. It got to 142, 181, 192. So now let's see from the overall structure of the weekly chart. Of course, the stock price experienced a tenfold increase between 2008 and 2006 and 2008. So you have to go to the timeline from 2008 and 2000. So tenfold just means that 10 times, right? Tenfold means 10 times, okay? Tenfold increase in 2 years. Okay, so in 2 years, there was a tenfold increase for the stock price, with the bottom range consolidating for almost 10 years, okay? 10 years before breaking through the bottom box. Okay, so it moved tenfold. After the 2022, it began to rise in a wave. So where are we here? We're at 2022. So go there, guys, look at 2022, the timeline there, and you can begin to see that it's rising as waves, okay? And it can be seen that the stock price is currently in an upward channel, in an upward trend. After touching the upper edge of the channel, the stock price normally falls back. Okay. Let me move this. Let me move my face. We're still here with the same one. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm under the weather today. So from the technical, this is our technical and financial analysis. So from the daily chart, so this is the daily chart, guys. I'm just reporting. So from the daily chart can be seen, you can clearly see that the stock price is currently falling above. So you can see above the red line support. So we have already clearly labeled the red line support. So you can clearly see that the stock price is falling down, it's coming down. Below the red line support, with more support lines and box platforms below. Okay, more support lines and box platforms below, indicating significant support. And we've already indicated where to buy. Okay, you buy at that price, at that point. That is a perfect spot for you to buy. So this is basically our buying advice, because it's a technical and financial analysis. So buying advice is the stock price should not fall before the support line price of around $250, and consider buying above or near the midterm purple moving average. So you buy at the what? At the midterm or purple moving average. So just make sure that you're buying above and near the midterm moving average. So the midterm moving average is the purple one there. So you buy above it or near, okay, at a price of around 250. There you can really you can begin to buy the stock. Okay, so let's see what else do we have for you guys. Let's see some financials here. Let me move my, let me do it like that. So this is financial data. We have some dates there, period ending December 31, 2023, December 31, 2022, December 31, 2021, December 31, 2020. So this is a breakdown of those 4 years. Total revenue, you can see that it's been incrementally going up, except for 2022. The figures for 2020 20 and 2021 are greater than the figures produced than the total revenue that was produced in 2022. Let's check out at the net income now. So according to the annual reports released by First Solar, its total revenue in 2023, so you can see their total revenue there in 2023 has reached $3.31 billion higher than in previous years. So it's 3.31 billion. That the previous year total revenue was 2.619 billion, an increase of 26.70% compared to 2.61 billion in 2022. According to the annual reports released by First Solar, its net profit, okay, let's look the way is net profit. Okay, according to the annual reports released by First Solar, its net profit for 2023 has reached $831 million. Okay, net income there, those are the net profits, $831 million US higher than in previous years, a significant increase. So you can really see a significant increase of 1,981% compared to the minus 441 66 billion US dollars in 2020. So they actually made a significant jump from previously in 2022 to, so that the 2022 figures are dismal, but the 2023 figures are pretty impressive. There's been that tenfold increase, if I may say. So it's pretty crazy. So you also have figures like MRQ, most recent quarter. We also have TTM, it stands for trailing 12 months. Okay, you also have total revenue and net income. They are side by side. You can see that in the total revenue for 2023 was over 3 billion, right? 3.318 billion. And also the net income was how much? Was 830 million. Okay, so let's talk about the risks that are involved with this business. Let's see what the risks are. I really don't know where to put this. Okay, let me put it up. Yeah. Not make it too, because the space is gone, guys. The space is gone. So technical and financial risks. So what are the potential risks? Technical route, risky risk. First Solar Energy focuses on cadmium telluride. Thin film solar cells. While there are other technical routes on the market, such as crystalline silicon cells, the choice of technological route may affect the competitiveness and development of First Solar Energy Company. Market competition risk. With the rapid development of the global solar energy industry, market competition is becoming increasingly fierce. First Solar Energy needs to constantly innovate and improve product performance to maintain its position. Market competition risk. There are a lot of players in the market. The industry in itself is growing exponentially. You have new players, China, Europe. There also has a lot of competition in the market, and it's becoming increasingly fierce. And remember, these guys are in the top 10, or they're one of the largest companies there. They're in as much as regardless of the fact that they are in most parts of the world, they're still facing fierce competition from competitors, okay? So they have to constantly innovate and improve their product performance to maintain their market position, to maintain their top spot. Policy and subsidy risks. Okay, policy, governments come in, government policies and subsidies have a significant impact on the solar energy industry. Policy changes or or reduced subsidies may have an impact on the business and profits of First Solar. So, in other parts, policy changes and government subsidies, they may impact the business and the profit margins that First Solar are probably aiming at. Okay. There's also another risk, which is supply chain risk. The concentration of the solar photovoltaic industry chain is high, especially in the supply of key raw materials such as polycrystalline silicon. The stability of the supply chain is crucial for First Solar. So that product they're using, that photovoltaic industry, so the high supply chain, okay? Okay, international trade risk. Okay, I think this entails moving into other countries. The uncertainty of the global trade environment, such as trade frictions, tariff policies, etc., may affect the international business and cost structure of First Solar. A risk of overcapacity. That is another. Wow, they have got a lot of risks. Okay. So this is just a list of where risks may potentially come from, okay? Risk over capacity, the expansion of production capacity in the photovoltaic and solar energy industry may lead to oversupply, thereby affecting product prices and profits. Project execution risk, risks that photovoltaic projects may encounter during the development, construction, and operation process, such as construction delays, cost overruns, etc. Environmental and social risks. Solar projects may face issues such as environmental protection and social acceptance, okay, which needs to be properly addressed in order to maintain the company's image and business development, okay? So let's see some of the ratings that some of the analysts have been giving them. Let's see what their forecast has been or will be. So in the past year, a total of 30 investment institutions have rated the stock of First Solar Energy. Among them, 22 investment institutions are suggesting that you buy. They gave a buy rating. This is the 22 out of the 30. And 8 investment institutions gave a hold rating. Hold your horses. Do not buy. Do not buy or do not sell yet. So what did JP Morgan say? Okay, JP Morgan maintains overweight on First Solar, and they raised their target pricing to as high as $262. Okay. We also have UBS, who are maintaining a buy on First Solar. So if UBS are also encouraging people who want to buy First Solar stocks to buy them. So UBS raises their price target. They're saying the price target may reach up to $350. Mizuho downgrades First Solar to neutral, raises price target to $274. Okay, that is Mizuho. I've never heard of them, but now I know them. On May 31st, Roth MKM reiterated that the First Solar rating is buy, 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 with a new target price of $320. Morgan Stanley maintains overweight on First Solar, raises price target to $331. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so overweight basically means that the stock will outperform a benchmark stock, a security, or an index, okay? So it basically means if you're an investor and you like this stock, then pay more attention to this stock, okay? try to a large percentage of your portfolio to the stock. Okay, so it's overweight. So that is a rating they have been given. And also, Morgan Stanley maintains overweight. So how many guys have said overweight? JP Morgan said overweight. Morgan Stanley also said overweight. Both Stanleys, both Morgans. On June 10th, BMO Capital maintained its first solar rating as outperforming the market with a new target price of $311. So these are what some of the players, some of the professionals are saying about the stock. Some are saying hold, some have downgraded it to neutral. A few are saying overweight. So it's also important to take advice from professionals. Okay, so we have two, Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. They've said overweight, although Morgan Stanley raised their target price to $331. Overweight, but JP Morgan raised the price to $262. Okay, and 22 of these people gave a buy. Okay, gave a buy rating. Just go and buy the stock. So we have reached the end of our live broadcast. I'm always alone, even though I try not to rush it, to take my time. So let's see what the summary is. Okay, I'll put myself in the center here. Let's summarize what they have said. Okay, so what are the company's advantages? Implementing differentiated competition, producing leading cadmium, telluride, thin film module, thin film technology. So their advantage is that they're innovative and they launch new technologies. Okay, so they're very innovative, and also they put a lot of money in their R&D. So low cost production, so they're quite innovative, right? Low cost production process and high energy conversion efficiency. Okay, let's go. Excellent financial data. The total revenue of First Solar in 2023 has reached 3.319 billion US dollars. So it's higher than in previous years. It's the highest in previous years if we date back to 2019, 2020. So it's been the highest of these 3 or 4 previous years. The net profit in 2023 has reached 381 million, higher than in previous years as well. A significant increase of 1,981%. Oh my God. Compared to the minus 441.66 billion in 2022. So that is an amazing jump there. That is amazing progress for them. So, and also last but not least, they have optimistic institutional ratings from those 30 observers, with 22 of them saying buy. So that is what we mean by optimistic institutional ratings. Your Morgan Stanleys, your JP Morgans. It's in the previous page. This is what I was talking about. In the past year, a total of 30 investment institutions have rated the stock of First Solar Energy. Among them, 2022 investment institutions gave a buy rating. Among them, 8 investment institutions gave a hold rating. Follow us on WhatsApp, guys. Text us, send us signal, send us communication. And also do not forget to follow this account. Do not forget to follow this channel. And also do not forget to follow us on WhatsApp. Anybody watching? I think I am by myself. With that said, guys, I will say goodbye. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next live broadcast. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.